Hello everyone, and thanks for entering the first round of the Michelin EWXC at Grotto to Gravel. We have introduced two major changes for the race events for 2023. First major change is to the routes. We now have a red loop which is for the Pro Elite, Pro B, Senior Pro, Masters and High School classes. This is race 1 and it starts at 7:30 in the morning. The green loop, which is for Silver A and B, Club, Pro Mini and Ladies A. This is race 2, which will start at 9:30 a.m. The red and green loops are common for about the first 5 kilometers. At this point, the route splits and the red will cross a dirt road and do an additional 3 kilometers before joining up with the green again at the same point and continuing on the green loop until the pits. The junior loop for the 65s, 85cc Mini and Ladies B, which is race 3, is common with the main loop for about 2 kilometers, then splits and does a short section before merging with the main loop about 1 kilometer before the pits. This race starts at about 11 a.m. after the sighting lap and runs for an hour. Race 1 will run for 4 hours after the last rider has left the start line. Race 2 will also run for 4 hours after the last rider has left the start line. Please keep an eye out for the boards indicating what route you're on. Right, with regards to navigation, all routes are marked with orange markers, which must be on your left. 2 markers, one under the other, indicates a turn in that specific direction. Green day glow means you're going in the wrong direction. Please turn around and join the track where you can. Just be careful of oncoming riders. The juniors will split off from the main route. Please look out for this well-posted fork in the route. Please do not go on the junior route if you're not in the juniors race. The main and the junior route are common for the last 2 kilometers of the route. Please watch out for the little guys when they are doing their race. Orange markers take preference over the GPS track at all times. The GPS track will be available on the WhatsApp group. No GPSs will be loaded by the organizers on race day. A GPS is not compulsory, but it is recommended. The second major change is that every rider will get a Just Track tracking device. This will be handed to you at registration. The organizers, medics and pit crew will be able to see where the riders are on the route in real time. For any queries about these units, please speak to the team at the Just Track gazebo. The tracking unit will be collected from you after the race. Please do not go home with it. Right, a big thank you must go to Michelin, Mayfair Gearbox, DC Signs, Fast KTM, Basefit, Torcraft, Prepsol, Cycleworks Suspension, Robert Co Graphics, and Bike Kings for sponsoring this event. Big thanks to Igor, our chief course setter, Denise for all the admin, Rob for the timing, Gus and Mariette from Grotto to Gravel for allowing us to use their venue. Please note this is not an open riding venue. Then thanks to Laird and Troy Adams for just generally helping out with anything. We really do appreciate the extra hands on the day. Riders, please ensure that your details are correct on your race control profile. Then Prepsol will be having a complimentary bike wash at the venue for after the race, so you can look for the Prepsol gazebos and go and have a free bike wash there courtesy to Prepsol. Food and drink will be for sale at the restaurant at the venue. I would recommend not going through the town of Michalisburg as there are a lot of potholes. Rather use the N14, R563, R96 and R24 to get to Grotto to Gravel. Right, when you enter the venue, you can set up your pits straight away. Then go to documentation table where you will be handed your envelope. You must then have your race control tag checked at registration. If you do not sign that you have had your tag checked, we will add on an hour to your time should there be a protest. Please also check that you only have one race control tag, either on you or on your bike. If you are found to have 2 tags, 1 hour will be added to your time. It is going to be very hot on race day, so please drink plenty of fluids before and during the race. Right, race tags and numbers, they must correspond. Your bike numbers and the timing tags and the number issued to you by WAMSA, they must all correspond. You must have bike numbers on your bike. You will be ejected from the start line if you do not have the correct race number on your bike. Your tags must be mounted correctly. The guys checking your tags will advise you on this. They must face up or down, preferably on the peak of your helmet, not sideways as the scanner is overhead. Your starting number, which is a small square number you'll get in your race envelope, must be visible on your front number board and must not obscure your bike number. Please avoid the timing areas where the scanners are with your helmet or tags. No pit crews or parents may come near the timing control area. The timers need to be focused and not distracted. Right, pre-race paddock and start. You get into order according to your seeding stickers. You will then go through the timing tent and you will line up 6 at a time and you will be let go at 60-second intervals. So 6 riders will go and then 60 seconds pass, another 6 will go. It is a dead engine start until the flag drops. At the end of the lap, go slowly through the scanner tent and confirm with the scanners if they've picked you up. Do not stop in the timing tent, please. It's first gear through the pit lane. We've had a few complaints about speeding in the pits, so please adhere to the first gear rule. Refueling is only on an environmental mat with a fire extinguisher close by, and you must be off your bike. Right, on the route, just be careful out there. There's a lot of rocks in the route. They are fixed in the ground, so no rollers. But there is long grass on the side with lurkers in them, so please be very careful when overtaking. There's lots of stumps and ruts and trees, and there's also mud. It's all part of the route, and it's the same route for everyone, so be careful. There also might be cattle on or near the route, so keep an eye out for them. Please be aware that if you come across an injured rider, you're obliged to stop and render assistance. First priority is to do what you can to make race control aware and convey the location, either via a marshal with a two-way radio or by phoning race control. There is good cell phone signal on the whole route. If you have a GPS, mark the waypoint or see our YouTube videos on how to get the coordinates of where you are and convey those coordinates to the medics or to race control. Do not move an injured rider if you do not have to, only if they are in a very dangerous position or if the injury is less serious. All riders must stay on the route. Do not stray from the route, as we will not be able to find you when we send the sweepers out. Pit crews, please stay behind the barrier tape and be very careful when walking around that you are not on or close to the racing line. The number of laps per group will be posted on the WhatsApp group. The board will also be on display during the race at the timing tent. Please, guys, we give everyone a black plastic bag. Put all your litter in that black plastic bag, and please take that home with you on your trailer or on the back of your bakkie, and just put that in your wheelie bin when you get home. Right, special announcements. The next Fast KTM Medallas is happening in Clarence on the 11th of Feb. Entries are open on our website. Then, 2 weeks after that, on the 25th of Feb, is the second Michelin EWXC at Muddy Darber. Please join the Enduro World WhatsApp groups if you haven't already. Then email us with any suggestions, whether you think we can improve or what you didn't like. So we'd like to know about that. And then thanks for supporting Enduro World, and see you in Clarence on the 11th of Feb.